Congratulations, your business is growing and you're looking to hire, but you fucked up. You were not prepared to hire. And now you have clients that are knocking on your door and are ready to do business with you, but you do not have the talent, that staff trained and ready to work on that, causing you to bring on accounts and overstaff your current team members, stressing them out, which can risk lower quality and risk losing your team members, causing you to lose your clients. This is a result of bad forecasting. In this video, I'm going to break down how you can forecast the best way possible so you can never have a stressful situation in your company. If you don't know me, my name is Jordan Ross. I run 8-Figure Agency. We're a growth consultancy that's worked with over 800 agencies to date. And in 2023, we helped our clients add over 50 million in annual recurring revenue. So what you can see here on the screen is my planning and forecasting model. There's a lot of different tools and methodologies that one can use for planning and forecasting. But when it comes to actual forecasting of your business, I use the simplest three-prong approach of org chart, capacity planning, and P&L. Forecasting, by my definition, means looking into the future and foreseeing what is going to happen in your company as it relates to the amount of clients you have. So to simplify it, I'm going to use a basic example. When you're forecasting, you want to look at how many clients you have. In this example, we'll say today's month 1, and a company that has 10 clients is bringing on 5 new clients every month. And let's just say, for simplicity, they don't lose clients. If they were to lose clients, we would have churn and we'd have total clients at the bottom. But for the sake of this example of forecasting, we would have how many new clients they have per month. Now, this is a super simple forecasting tool that I recommend you use, and this should include not only what you have in the future, but what you have in the past. In theory, you would want to scroll over here to the left. I'm recording this in March, so I would want to have on the left here February, January, December, November. Basic forecasting really just shows where you've been and where you anticipate to go based on what you've already done. When you know roughly how many clients you bring on per month, how many clients you have, and how many clients you lose per month, you could create a really simple forecast. Now, using my model, you could see here, I always want to start my forecasting with the org chart. Starting here, with any business, you want to build the correlating org chart for what your current amount of clients looks like. In this example, we're going to state that this made-up company has an operations manager, a copywriter, a designer, and a media buyer. That is their org chart. Each one of these pods only has the capacity for 10 clients. So in theory, once this hits 11, 12, or 13 clients, they'll need to add more team members. What you want to do in these forecasts is just build out your correlating pod structures. So you could see here, this is what the pod would look like at 20 clients. Clearly, this ops manager has the capacity to manage 6 people rather than just 3. And as I mentioned, each pod could only afford to have 10 clients because that's what their capacity is. And if you scroll down again, right, you can see here, this is what 30 clients looks like. Now, going back to our forecasting tool, when we build the org chart and forecast what it's going to look like for every new 5 or 10 clients that we bring on, we can identify what capacity looks like and what we're going to need to hire. From there, we just want to run the forecasted P&L to know how things will look like at scale. So in this example, if we were to look at a 3-month regression, we have 10 clients, 15 clients, and 20 clients. Just to keep it simple, every client that we bring on is worth $2,000. And you could see here, every ops manager costs $5,000, and then the other roles cost $3,000 per. What we can forecast and look at with this business model is that the gross profit equals the amount of revenue minus the amount of cost it costs to fulfill you equals this, right? So we have 6,000, 2,000, 12,000. And if we were to do the same one moving forward, this would be a little bit bigger than this, probably 4,000. The purpose of doing this is when we forecast in advance, number one, we're going to know what roles we need to hire for. And this gives us time in advance to actually source. But in this example, when you run the finances, you never want to be surprised with what your profits are in your business. I find that 90 to 99% of all companies are surprised by what they profit, which is just abysmal. What you want to be able to do in a simple example is know what's coming down the pipeline. So you could see here, you never want to have a gross profit of $2,000. You would see this and say, oh, I need to increase my prices or get cheaper talent because this business model just doesn't work. What's also great about doing this, when you run this simple analysis, you could see what roles you're going to need to get. So you could start to source talent in advance. Now, if you were to go to my LinkedIn at any given time, you would notice that I always have the hiring badge underneath my face. Now, the reason I do this is because I run this forecast all the time. I know what my consultant's capacity is. I know when they're going to hit capacity. I know when I'm going to need to hire people. And my strategy to make sure I could hire people in advance without having to make full-time hires is actually pretty genius. I do what I call micro hires. When I interview people, I let them know that we have a 20 to 30% success ratio for a series of given reasons, which includes cultural fit, which includes commitments, which includes execution, which includes whatever. And when I interview people, I ask them if they would be willing to to come on, to get paid to train on 1 or 2 accounts and go through my training process. If I'm sourcing in advance and I know in 3 months I'm going to need a new consultant, I source in advance, I hire in advance, and I train my new consultants on 1 or 2 accounts. Then once they're already in 1 or 2 accounts, I ask them if they would take on 1 or 2 more. So now, if we use the analogy from before, each account is worth $2,000. If I can get a consultant on 4 accounts, that equals $8,000 for my company minus whatever I pay them. I will now have excess profit that I could save in the event that I need to convert this person from a part-time or a fractional or a contracted hire into a part-time or full-time hire. What this allows me to do is gradually make sure that number 1, they're a fit for my company. Number 2, I continue to scale with good margins. Number 3, that they could actually maintain clients. And then number 4, build up cash reserves in the event that I need to make a hire and I need to put them on salary. This is the model to forecast. This is the model that makes you a lot of money. This is the model that simplifies your life. Now, I know this can seem simple, but it is pretty hard and people struggle with this. If this is something you want assistance with, make sure you like and subscribe so you can get more tips on how to do this. And if you're looking for assistance on growing your business, getting out of the drudgery that is your company because you're struggling to go to the link below, book a call with us where we will give you a consultation on how to help you grow your business. Thank you.